magic happen out of nowhere, opportunity comes out of nowhere, coincidence happen out of nowhere, somebody calls you. You start attracting based on how you're vibrating inside. Welcome to Satori Mindset Podcast. My name is Yuki Yoshii, and this is your time, your moment to reflect on yourself, your life, and to integrate your journey to feel aligned, and to ultimately make the awakened version of you a default mode. So let's begin. Today I want to talk about subconscious energetics. And it almost feels like every single thing that I share to the world is about this, but I think it's relevant for me to really be explicit. And what am I talking about? And also the mechanism behind it, right? So something that we are all striving for is to better our life, right? People wants to grow, people wants to change, although many people want change, but they don't want to change. And that's exactly what I've been talking about, because people usually want to see something different in their life, right? There are a lot of things that you and everybody feels good about their current situation, and there's always something that we want more of. And we don't want to feel like a guilty, like if you're on a spiritual path and, sometimes some of the philosophy and perspective might tell you to not to want more. And if you want more, that's, the ego working on you. And I have come to realize that actually it's the other way. When you say my life is fine the way it is because I don't want more, like fine is a expression of the ego. And why is that true? Because the nature of the soul is forever seeking expansion. So I always like to give an analogy of how the seed turns into a flower and it wants to blossom, right? Now, that is a expression of the flower wanting to express itself from the seed to flower. And I like to see that for us as well. The soul is the seed and seeking expression, fuller expansion to be better. So better is that feeling. It's the urge of the soul becomes the desire in your heart. And then you want more of your expression to feel good, to feel expansive. Anything and everything that we are wanting will give us an experience of feeling more expansive. And when the mind and the body start experiencing that in this physical realm, we are lining up to what we are here to do as the soul, as spirit, right? So the subconscious energetics. So we want something change in the outside, and the root of all the shift in the result in the outside is in our identity. So the identity is how we see ourselves, who we think we are, who we think we are not, who we feel ourselves in this world, and the feeling in the body, because your body is your subconscious mind, contains energetics. Because when you look at the body from a microscopic level, the molecules inside of the cell is vibrating high speed, and there is a resonance. So every single thing that happens in our life, when you encounter somebody or you see something on the social media, I was attracted to you, you attracted towards me through the energetic resonance. And so many people, because we tend to be dependent on the conscious mind that uses the rational thinking, wants to understand the path from A to Z, how you got from where you have been to where you are going and where you got, right? But then every single situation that happened in the past, this is something I really like to share with people. Every single consequence that happened in the past, you probably are not able to explain how it happened rationally or logically. But then most of us want to think how it's going to happen, what's going to happen, which is completely illogical for me to actually think so when nothing happened logically and we trying to understand what's going to happen next logically. Does not make sense. It's highly illogical to want to logic what's going to happen when nothing happened logically, right? So what we want to really understand is to sort of dive deep into this quantum level, which is a microscopic quantum level, how things are happening. Everything is happening based on the energetic resonance. And the energetic resonance is based on how you feel about you, how you feel about things in relationship to the context. Yeah. So I want you to apply this message and concept to whatever that is that you want to see change in your life. It could be the relationship, the circumstance that you are in. A lot of people tends to feel like they're stuck in their circumstance. We want to reverse that, right? Because the inside is the seed of the outside. Your outside life is a reflection, a mirror of your inside energetics, right? So how you're feeling about it. You might wonder how you change your energetic. You change through imagination because you can imagine whatever that you want, and then you can choose to see however you want yourself to see yourself as, right? So then your energetic resonance begin changing, and magic happen out of nowhere. Opportunity comes out of nowhere. Coincidence happen out of nowhere. Somebody calls you. You start attracting based on how you're vibrating inside. So that is the energetic resonance, everybody. So my invitation is to begin actually tapping into that by going inside of you instead of focusing on the outside. You can start from the outside to see what you want to see change. And then once you determine that and identify that, it's really important to go inside of us to begin consolidating, to cultivating and nurture that the energetics of your subconscious mind, your body. Yeah. And see what happens, right? And then the more you are in that place, because your subconscious energetics that is congruent with your desire is a place that you feel very excited about, you will start feeling inspired, you will start feeling uplifted, you will feel expansive, and you will feel yourself you find yourself being in motion. Yeah. Today, the topic is energetic resonance, subconscious energetics, and see if you can focus on that. First, decide what is it that you want to see change, and then begin creating that precursor of that shift in your result inside of you as an energetic resonance. Please comment below to keep me updated how this goes. And I would love to hear and see how this practice is actually changing the way you live. This is a way of living and then the way of being. It's a lifestyle. And to be the creator of our own life. Thank you for listening to the podcast. A message I want you to take with you is this: you have a power to choose how you see yourself and the world at any given moment. So stay connected to that wisdom.